You was waiting for us to lose, wasn't you?
Yes, you was.
You said we couldn't stop King Henry in the running game, didn't you?
Yes, you did.
You said this was going to be the week that the Eagles took another loss, didn't you? I don't even need you to talk.
Fly, Eagles, fly. For a touchdown, 1, 2, 3. Hit them low, hit them high. And watch our Eagles fly. Fly, Eagles, fly. On the road to victory. E-A-G-L-E-S, Eagles!
What's good, YouTube? What's up, Eagles fans? Welcome back to TK Sports Talk, and it's your boy, man, TK the Official. Y'all already know what it is. Y'all can tell by my voice, I'm excited, man. And let me not talk so loud, right? Because I got this Bluetooth in my ear, this little microphone thing, and I can't tell how loud I am. So let me just calm it down a little bit. But please excuse my enthusiasm, man, as the Philadelphia Eagles came off of a rousing victory, a complete domination, a beatdown, a ass whooping, all right? And it was time because somebody had to pay for the weeks and the weeks and the weeks of all the trash that we've been hearing, that the Eagles not playing as good, that the Eagles can't stop the run, that the Eagles have peaked too soon, that Jalen is not the MVP candidate, that the Eagles, whatever. I'm just tired of it, man. Aren't you just sick? You know, just sick of hearing it. You know what I'm saying? Like the disrespect, man. You know, I mean, people fear what they don't understand, all right? And that's what I'm going to say, and that's how I'm going to see it, man. But the Philadelphia Eagles came out, and they dominated the Tennessee Titans 35-10. Now, I'm just going to be honest with you, man. This is exactly what I expected from this team. I didn't expect that this team was going to struggle with a Tennessee Titan team that didn't have any real firepower on the outside when it comes to wide receivers. I didn't think that we were going to struggle with a Tennessee team against Ryan Tannehill. You know what I've noticed about this Philadelphia Eagles team, man? You know, and especially when it comes to betting and doing all these prop bets. You know, you got MGM, you got FanDuel, you got whatever. You got all these different platforms out here where you can make your bets on, man. The Philadelphia Eagles secondary, I mean, and you know this. You know that this is a good secondary. But the Philadelphia Eagles secondary are not allowing the opposing quarterback many passing yards, no matter who they are. Okay? No matter who they are. And you wouldn't, Aaron Rodgers could not even pass for 200 yards against the Philadelphia Eagles, all right? Now, I know he's got some young receivers and things like that, but this is not about Aaron Rodgers, the Green Bay Packers, as we demolished them too, all right? But this was about going up against Ryan Tannehill, who's nowhere near Aaron Rodgers, going up against King Henry, who we know that all the Tennessee Titans had in this particular game was their running game. And we had to sell out and stop that. We weren't scared of anybody on the outside. We knew that our two corners, the two top corners, James Bradbury and Big Play Slay, could hold up against whatever they had on the outside. We can keep one safety back and bring the other safety down if we needed to. We can do all kind of stunts. We can do all kind of run blitzes, and we can make sure that we bottle that run game up. And when they had to pass on obvious downs, we can get home with that front four. We can drop 7 in the back and confuse the hell out of Ryan Tannehill and know good and well that he wouldn't have no place to go with the football. As we sacked Ryan Tannehill 6 times in this game, a high for them. All season they hadn't been sacked that many times in the game, and they came into this particular game against us and became one-dimensional from the outset. It was pretty clear from the beginning of this game that we were not going to let Derrick Henry in the running game or the offensive line from the Tennessee Titans have a factor in this football game. And it showed, and they dominated this game. Now, we all knew coming into the game that this was a revenge game against A.J. Brown and the Tennessee Titans. Or this revenge game against the Tennessee Titans for A.J. Brown.
Mean a little bit more to you? Or is it just business as usual?
Nah, this one meant a lot to me. You know, early on I had mixed emotions about the trade and everything. And, you know, I'd be lying to you to say I didn't circle this game. So.
And what I love about this team, and what I love about this coach, is that he's a player's coach. He's a fans coach. And we know good and well the emotion that Nick Sirianni has. Yo, who ain't know that he was going to give A.J. Brown a chance to go out there and shine, man? A.J. Brown, all right? Just having about 60 yards in the past couple games. Averaging 60 yards, not that explosive, nothing over. We knew good and well A.J. Brown was going to get his targets, all right? And he was going to dominate, all right? And we knew that this was one of the worst passing teams in the league. And what I love about this team is not only just the coaching staff, all right? Because it's one thing to be a coach and want to do something with your team, all right? And it's another thing to have the players to be able to do it, all right? And then there's some teams that have the players to do it, but don't have the right coaches to put them in the right position. We are lucky enough in this time right here, right now, to be in a position where we have both the full complement of a competent coaching staff and some excellent football players. The talent that Howie Roseman has arranged on this football team, it's nothing short of spectacular. I mean, let's just be real, all right? We can go down the list of names, man. A name of like a who's who of names is on this particular team, and they have gelled very, very well together. And no, the Eagles have not peaked. If you ask me, I think the Eagles are just now hitting their stride, all right? We started to see great pressure and great work from Josh Sweat. We started to see them working in tandem where we saw Josh Sweat and we saw Hassan Reddick meeting at the cornerback. We saw Brandon Graham and Hassan Reddick and Brandon Graham and Josh Sweat meeting at the quarterback. We saw a tremendous push in the middle of the field with Joseph, with Hargrave, with Fletcher Cox, with Milton Williams. I don't know if you noticed, I seen a lot of good things with Milton Williams shooting through the gaps, using good handwork to get through the line, shooting a lot of different times to get back in the backfield and cause King Henry to stop his feet. You know, it doesn't matter who's in the game. When the Eagles have the kind of depth that they have on the defensive line, that's going to make it almost impossible for any offensive line to withstand that throughout a game, especially when you become one-dimensional. I mean, they were just feasting out there, man. And that's what you like to see. And what's the best way to stop an opposing team's running game? I love the fact that we got the ball first. Because to me, it said, listen, go down there and score. All right. Now, if you want to come out and you want to milk the clock against us and you want to try to ground and pound a game out and try to get your yards on the ground, that's fine. But can you do it when you down a touchdown? And while you running that football against us and maybe you get down there close on our side of the football field, but we hold you to 3 points and we get the ball back. We already up 7-3 and we go down there and boom, like that. We score again. Now it's 14-3. Can you still commit to your slow grind the clock out, ground and pound running game? See, sometimes to stop the running game, you don't have to use it with your safeties, bringing the safety down, extra man in the box. No, how about we get the ball on offense and we just go out and outscore your ass? Fuck it, like, you can't score. We know good and well you can't go up top. You can't pass the ball like we do. So you know what we're going to do? We're going to go ahead and pass. We're going to air it out. We're going to score. And we're going to see if you can keep up with that running game. All right? And it's not that. And we did stop the running game. Tennessee didn't try many attempts. All right? Because they didn't have the time to. All right? The conditions didn't allow it to happen. They were not in a comfortable position for them to do that. All right. And I love what I saw from Jalen Hurts today. All right. Big time passing from Jalen Hurts. And what I liked was how judicious he was with his decision making. All right. Jalen Hurts knew good and well if he didn't have anything, he could dump it off to the running back. If he saw something over the middle, he could take shots to the tight end. And I was waiting to see Jack Stahl become a part of this offense because, no, he's not the main focal point of the offense. We all know that Dallas Goedert is the main tight end on this offense. However, Jack Stahl is a good number 2 tight end. All right, because he gets open, he knows how to find the zone. He runs pretty decent routes, to be honest with you. All right, and he does the dirty work in a blocking game. All right, and I wanted him to be rewarded and get his touches. And maybe it took a week or two, but we saw Jack Stahl, we saw Grant Calcaterra catch a pass. All right, and that makes me feel even better about going into the season. You know, people talk about how we only scored, we only beat the Indianapolis Colts 17-16, and that's true. We only beat the Colts 17-16, but mind you, that was the first game that we were coming off of without having Dallas Goedert, all right, in that particular game, to try to find our way offensively in that particular game. Also, we all know that we had a couple turnovers in that game that kind of messed up the momentum of some things that was going on. All right, that was neither here nor there. Then we came out the next week against Green Bay. Offense was looking very well. Yeah, we gave up some points against Green Bay, but we know that was due to a couple turnovers and maybe a bad fourth down decision. All right, here's what it is. Come back the next week. Defense, solid. Special teams, solid. Hey, shout out to special teams and shout out to Brandon. Hey, listen, we've been dogging Covey, all right? Sorry for my screen shaking and all that. We've been dogging Brent Covey. Covey, where you been, friend? Where you been at? And all of a sudden, I don't know who said what to y'all. I don't know, because Covey, I'm going to be real. I was ready to let anybody get back there besides you. But you know what? I don't know if you I don't know if you wear a visor or not, but maybe you just opened your goddamn eyes up, man, and you found some great room to run. And man, I remember saying to my man, I think Kobe got like 100 yards rushing. 100 yards returning. And next thing I know, I get a little text, 5 for 99 yards. All right, that's winning football. We're not asking you to go out here and get 40 yards, 45 yards, or get a run back. I would love if that happened. But just be productive, all right? Do something positive. And I thought the special teams on coverage and on return played outstanding. Played absolutely outstanding, okay? And the defense is lights out, man, all right? Hey, shouts out to my man Blank Man, all right? Yeah, Reed Blankenship, that's what we talking about, your new nickname. If y'all don't know, this is what me and my homies call him. We call him Blank Man. And if you don't know Blank Man, you're probably too damn young. And if you don't know Blank Man and you my age, let me tell you who Blank Man is right now. Come on, man. How you don't know Blank Man? Anyway, that's neither here nor there. You know Blank Man now. Reed Blankenship is playing outstanding football for someone who's coming in as an undrafted free agent, rookie, safety, and it's just balling out of his mind. I don't want to jinx my man. I don't even believe in jinxes. What the hell am I talking about? Reed Blankenship is playing excellent football. All right, excellent football. We're not asking too much of him. We're not putting him in any bad positions where he's got to be covering somebody one-on-one. He's there to either help over the top, play a robber position, coming down in the middle like he did against Green Bay, getting that interception. Kudos to him. Or coming down and filling the lane and making a tackle. Okay, and on coverage, when he has had to come down, when they hit the running back with a little quick, my man, running back, tight end, mine, bam. All right, you like that from a young guy. And what that tells me again, man, is how good this coaching staff is. Salute to the coaching staff, man. Kudos again, man. Listen. I don't know where I'm going with this because I'm just running off the cap because I'm so ecstatic about how my Philadelphia Eagles just looked and whipping the Tennessee Titans ass. Okay, that was Mike Vrabel and the Tennessee Titans be getting their ass whooped. Thankfully for them, it wasn't on national TV. All right? Thankfully for them, it wasn't on national TV. But what can this Philadelphia Eagles team not do? All right? Jeffrey Lurie has given Howie Roseman the full reign, and he has given Coach Nick Sirianni the full reign to do whatever it is that these two guys need to do. And shout outs to Howie Roseman and Nick Sirianni working hand in hand in that coach and GM dynamic that they got going, man, because it's really working for us, man. Jalen Hurts, 3 touchdowns, 29 for 39, 380 yards, 1 rushing touchdown. I think it's safe to say, and I'm going to have this for another topic of conversation, But I think it's safe to say that Jalen Hurts is the MVP. I mean, if Jalen Hurts had as many yards had as many attempts as, say, Joe Burrow or, say, Patrick Mahomes did, his numbers would bear out to be just as good, if not better. Now, maybe that would take away from some of his rushing yards, but maybe it wouldn't. I mean, my man sat down with 10 minutes left to go in the fourth quarter, and he had 380 yards on 39 attempts. So, I mean, it's just mind-boggling, man, that Jalen Hurts has come this far and is leading this team this good, where we didn't even need a running game today. There was no running game. Miles Sanders tried to rush the ball a little bit. They gave him a couple chances to do so. But, with this particular offensive line, a lot of our run blocking is not straightforward. It's always in a pass set. That's why a lot of the defense don't know if we running or passing the ball sometimes, because we don't really come out too far to drive off, because we in that RPO thing, and the lineman can't get too far downfield, because then it's a legal man downfield, and that's not no good for us. All right? But against a big, strong, dominant team like Tennessee, it's difficult. It's easy for them. I mean, that type of run blocking, you got to commit to running the ball against a team like that. And that's not what we was really trying to do. Now, we gave them a couple attempts just to keep it honest, but we knew the game plan coming in, man, with Tennessee being one of the bottom teams against the pass. We know what this coaching staff does, man. They do whatever we need to do to win the game. Whatever your weakness is, we going to exploit it. And that's what you should do. If I know that you're weak here, I'm going to attack you here until you show me that you're not weak there. And then if we on equal strength, then it's mano or mano. And, you know what I'm saying? Then it's strength on strength, and we're going to see who the best man is. But that's exact. Listen, if I know you can't stop the run, we're going to gas you all day. We know we can throw the ball if we want to, but we're going to control this clock. We're going to control this game. We're going to get these yards on the ground and then hit you with a couple of these big plays when we want to. It's not often that you. I mean, we gotta appreciate what we have here, and I don't even want to make this video too long, man. But when's the last time that we had two wide receivers in one game go for 100 yards apiece? I mean, it just looked too easy out there. It's Jalen. I mean, I remember last year talking about Jalen Hurts not even knowing if he should be on this team. Is Jalen Hurts the best quarterback in the NFL? I mean, my man could run for 160 some odd yards, 157 yards in one game, 1 week, and then the very next week he can throw for 380 yards. I mean, who does that? I don't know if I've ever had any player. Listen, let's just be real. And I'm gonna dive into this on a whole nother topic, man. Y'all gonna have to get with me, comment down there, let me know what's going on, man. Cause I'm gonna dive into that on a whole nother topic, man. But Jalen Hurts is putting up Lamar Jackson type performances and numbers when Lamar Jackson was the unanimous MVP. And we questioning whether or not Jalen Hurts is the MVP. Man, all right, listen, this was a recap of the Eagles and Titans, man. But y'all seen the game, man. Y'all seen the highlights, man. It ain't really too much to talk about. This was a thorough ass whooping, man. There's nothing to pick at. The offensive line, they jumped off a whole bunch of times. Had a couple false starts and things like that. Some mental lapses, if that's how I'm saying it right. But what do you do when you just kicking the team's ass, man? You just, you might, the count might be, you might just be a little too soon, you might have a couple things, you licking your chops to fire off and tee off and to score some more points, man, to make another big play. All right. So, yes, we need to clean that up. We had about 10 penalties or so. You know, a lot of them most of them were dead ball pre-snap penalties. And that's frustrating, man, because, you know, it didn't bite us. Usually it halts drives. Usually it stops the momentum. For us in this particular game, it didn't matter what the fuck was going on. Tennessee couldn't stop us from doing nothing. And even with the penalties that we did have, we were still able to overcome them and still get first downs and eventually turn them into touchdowns. So, but typically against a better team, that's going to bite us. And I don't need to tell y'all that because we all know that. I'm not here to state the obvious. All right. So, yeah, if I had to take one negative away from the game that I think that we need to work on, we need to have a better focus, man, and stop false starting. Okay. And, man, it's your boy TK, the official, man. Thank you for watching us, man, on TK Sports Talk. The Eagles are the best team in the league, 11-1. We all know what the numbers are, what the history is. When we reach this number, we go to the Super Bowl, man. All right? That's what we do. That's what we're looking to do, man. This is your boy TK, the official. Go Birds, baby. Go Birds. I'm out.